Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Well done for this win. Moreover, we take the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. Teams interested in the stage win will have to give us a hand towards the end. We've got what it takes to be in amongst it in the fight.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This stage should follow a fairly predictable scenario. Given the absence of any major difficulties, the sprinters' teams should control any breakaways in order to compete for victory in a sprint.
Still no breakaway? You're afraid of a Bordeaux or what? Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen. The breakaway is widening the gap. It's good for us since we've got a guy up front. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the...
The head of the race is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. He's not going to let you go. You've already got a teammate in front. The gap is increasing. It's good to have placed riders in the breakaway. We don't need to set the pace. Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady. The breakaway is losing ground.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
Allez les gars, courage! Courage, allez! Allez! Courage, on continue! Allez les gars! Allez les gars! On continue comme ça! Allez!
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
The sole best climb the summit will earn 1 point.
Courage les gars, on continue! Allez les gars! Rien!
Allez, go! Allez, on y va!
On continue comme ça! Laissez rien les gars! Allez les gars! Bravo les gars! Allez les gars!
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Continuez comme ça. Courage.
Courage, les gars, on continue.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez, courage. Allez, courage, les gars. Allez,
Allez.
on continue.
Allez les gars.
Allez, les gars, on continue là. Plus
gars.
vite, plus vite.
Bravo les gars.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Courage. Oui, on est avec toi.
Allez les gars, courage.
Ouais. Allez les
Allez, les gars, on
Allez
continue
les
comme ça.
gars.
Lâchez rien.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Allez, on continue. Allez, allez.
Plus vite.
Go, go, go.
The last kilometer is not completely straight, guys. You'll have to sprint on the left of the road to follow the shortest path. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. Kilometers from the finish for the leaders. It's going to be complicated. Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars. Les gars,
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
bravo les gars.
Allez les gars.
Les gars.
Allez les gars. Courage les gars, courage.
Le voilà.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
Courage, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars. On continue, continuez comme ça.
Allez.
Les gars.
Bravo les gars.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton. 5 more kilometers. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the peloton.
Allez, allez.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow-up. Last kilometer. Don't look back. The peloton is right behind you. If you continue at this rate, you'll explode.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is today's stage winner. He tops the standings and will receive he will climb onto he's amongst the leading riders this year. He is in spark.
Well done, guys. It's a nice podium place today. I was expecting to see you towards the front, but not necessarily on the podium. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. Teams interested in the stage win will have to give us a hand towards the end. We've got what it takes to be in amongst it in the final sprint and finish in the top 10. Don't be overawed. Have a good stage, guys!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The bookies have given this one to the sprinters today. However, their teams must manage the gap to the early breakaway with perfection. This is because the Côte de Marron, lying 15 kilometres from the finish, could put the cat among the sprinter pigeons if it is climbed at too great a speed.
Guys, you're in for a long but fairly quiet day. Apart from the last short climb, there are no... jersey changes shoulders. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton. Wearing the jersey implies certain responsibilities. Team members must ensure the tempo of the race, and they We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can... You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic. Watch out! They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway.
The intermediate sprint is approaching.
Continue comme ça.
Allez les gars.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
Allez les gars.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
Continuez comme ça les gars. Allez. Allez.
Allez. Continuez comme ça. Allez, continuez.
At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey.
Peloton is 1 minute away.
Comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
The race is approaching the last classified difficulty of the day. Some of the teams will no doubt try to up the tempo in order to put pressure on the pure sprinters.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Allez les gars, courage.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint.
We need to score points for the green jersey. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He's accelerating.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
Allez, courage les gars.
Bunched peloton.
We've taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider.
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing line. He's amongst the leading riders this year. We can say that he tops the standings and will receive the tradition.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Well done for this win. We retain the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's route is hilly and a leg breaker. Perfect for attacking, which should suit the punchers. Considering that we're top of the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. Keep something in reserve in order to answer attacks, because we don't have a huge lead. We're amongst the outsiders for the stage win, but the odds are fairly open, and we can hope for more than a podium place if we play our cards right. Go!
Hello and welcome to all. This is a stage that could perhaps smile on the brave. The rugged terrain should discourage the sprinters from chasing down breakaways, and the climbs don't look demanding enough for them to encourage any action on the part of the favourites. Therefore, everything points towards a breakaway riding to victory in the streets of Colmar. Then again, cycling has never been an exact science.
If they merge, it will make too big of a breakaway. The peloton prefers to ride and...
The breakaway didn't get far.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Time gap stabilized. The first King of the Mountains summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton.
Comme ça, les gars, on est avec vous. Allez, les gars,
Euch ran! Da kommen sie!
You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey.
The breakaway has 30 seconds lead.
He has provisionally taken the yellow jersey from us. It's nothing dramatic. The stage is long.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first, the top scored 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
Weiter, du Jungs! Ihr schafft das!
Courage, on continue. Courage, on continue.
Bravo, les gars! Da kommen sie!
Allez les gars, courage.
He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. Wearing the jersey implies certain responsibilities. Team members must ensure the tempo of the race, and they, therefore, tire more. That is why it is sometimes better not to take the overall lead too early, in order to avoid tiring one's team. You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey. This stage is fairly uneventful. If you think that nothing special is going to happen, you can advance the clock to the closing kilometers. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. I'm going to tell. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
The first rider to the top of the climb will pocket 5 points towards the mountain standings.
Allez, 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 allez,
New provisional leader. It's still a rider from the team. You still have 2 kilometers before reaching the climb.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
The race is now...
Okay, we'll consume.
The first 15 in the intermediate sprint score points for the green jersey. The first will pocket 20 extra points.
The breakaway. His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. and the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. Guys, we're in... And keep a close eye on your opponent. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time check.
It's good. You're back on top of the overall youth standings. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
There will be 5, 3, 2 and 1 point to be taken for the first 5 riders of the next King of the Mountains summit.
He's been dropped. The stage is too much. We've taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
Allez, cours, allez plus vite.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
You're over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price.
Weiter, weiter!
Nicht nachlassen!
Los! Oui! Allez, vas-y!
On y faut aller!
You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey.
The assault on the final obstacle of the day is now underway. With a 6-kilometre ascent at 6%, it's the perfect terrain for an attack and an attempt at a solo finish.
Guys, it will still be possible to gain the upper hand after the climb. There are 2 kilometers of rising false flat before dropping into the descent.
No one's gained the upper hand on the climb. It could be decided in a sprint.
Kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. It's an...
Allez les gars!
Allez les gars, courage!
Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint.
3 kilometres. Nobody has yet managed to gain the upper hand.
Collective fall. It may create gaps. Deep crash in the peloton. He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. Here is the winner. He's amongst the leading riders this. He is in sparkling. We can say that he will climb onto the podium.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were amongst the outsiders, but you managed to beat the favourites. Well done for this win. We retain the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because we've got to defend the yellow jersey. Even if defending it remains the priority, we can also consider the stage win if the Baroudeurs don't get too much of a lead. Have a good day, guys. Come on, we're aiming for victory.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The finish on the Planche de Belleville may have become a classic of the Tour de France. That's because the riders must face an extra kilometre before reaching the finishing line. A break with tradition that won't change the potential winners. A climber will be victorious today.
Okay, guys, there's no need for me to do a drawing. As usual, everything will be decided on the Planche de Belleville. It's a prestige victory, and the teams of the race favourites should keep a tight rein on the stage. Go, guys! You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
Wearing the jersey implies certain responsibilities. Team members must ensure the tempo of the race, and they, therefore, tire more. That is why it is sometimes better not to take the overall lead too early, in order to avoid tiring one's team.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulty.
When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy.
The next king of the mountain summit will bring 5 points to the rider who is first over the top.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway... Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The intermediate sprint is nearing. Glean 20 extra points towards the point. The race has reached the foot of the Col du Ballon d'Alsace. An 11.2 kilometer ascent at 6%, an obstacle that will weigh heavily on the legs. The first rider to the top will score 10 points towards the climber standings.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey.
Watch out! It's a fast ascent, so be careful. The race won't be won here. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult. The front of the race is at the base of the descent and is now entering the feed zone. The good news for riders is that the least difficult call of the day is next on the menu. The bad news is that it is not the last.
Go, guys! You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed.
Guys, it's going to go quickly between the summit of the next climb and the planche.
Okay, this is too fast. I won't insist.
The descent before the final climb is tricky. The riders will have to be careful not to lose everything so close to the finish.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites.
The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
The riders will now discover the untried final stretch of this climb. A totally unforgiving final kilometre with 2 sections at over 20%.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
At just under 3 kilometres from the summit, one man is alone in the lead and looks set to win. The lead rider is 1 minute 30 on the favourites. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. Only 2 kilometres left.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
The red pennant is in sight. Another kilometre of climbing for the front of the race.
The breakaway is 1 kilometre from the finishing line.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. You've got to react straight away, guys. He's taken provisional lead of the overall standings.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him. He will climb onto the podium. He tops the standings. He tops the standing. He tops the standings.
This result is clearly not up to my expectations. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind... Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. It'll be important to pick up maximum points in order to make up lost ground for the green jersey. We've got what it takes to be in amongst it in the final sprint and finish in the top 10. Don't be overawed.
Have a good stage, guys. Go! Go!